Tēnā koutou katoa. E mihi haere ake nei kia koutou e ātawa mā takitaki ahau me taku aromatawai, te aromatawai tuatahi o te ara kāwana Māori. Ki raro te marumaru o Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. E te tuatahi ka hoki ahau ki te mihi ki te atua nāna nei ngā mea katoa, nāna e homai, nāna no e tamoia, nōreira e tika ka hoki au te mihi ki aia. Ka whakaro hoki ahau, i rātou mā, haere oki atu rā. Ka mihi te tonu ki oku hoa o i rungi i tēnei ara, kia koutou ngā kaiako, e ngā kai whakahaere, kia whakai ana ki tēnei huarahi. Nō reira, ko ai tēnei, he uri tēnei no ngā puhi taunui waka, ko pūhanga tohora te pūtahitanga o ngā puhi. Tokerau rākau mangamanga, ngā pai maunga, hoki anga nui a kupe, whangaroa waitangi ngā moana, pēnaki tere, taumarere, wairoro, waitangi ngā awa, no te iwi o ngā puhi nui tonu, te hapu o Ngāti Whakeke, Ngāti Uionione, Ngāti Rihia, Ngāti Hine, no te whānau irimana, te taha pāpā. Heke mai te pritiki, te rohe nei o Tamaki Makaura o Tamaki Makarauna, i ngā herenga waka katoa o Tamaki. Heke iho ki te maunga o Taupiri, o te awa o Waikato, ko ngā waka o Tainui, o Te Wenika, ngā waka, no ngā hapu o Ngāti Tipa, Ngāti Paritaua, Ngāti Waiohua ki Ngāti Tiata, no te whānau kukutai Tamihana, taha tōna pāpa, no Ngāti Pikiao, Aotearoa waka, Ngāti Rangiunu roa, whānau manu huia bina. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa. So my wāriu, mahi uara today is whakawhanaungatanga. My understanding and the significance of whakawhanaungatanga is a huge component of what I do in my mahi or iatera of every day. For me, whakawhanaungatanga is not only a all-kawa tikanga within Te Ao Māori, it helps sets precedents around our tikanga. Immediately, actually, when we come into an encounter, when we meet a person, when we are officiated through a process of pōwhiri, we always are doing the whakawhanaungatanga process, which is meeting and greeting, going through and officiating a full pōwhiri process. Within that pōwhiri process, then the okawa is done, or the officiating ceremony is done, then we get into the whakawhanaungatanga. Ideally, prior to whakawhanaungatanga, we have some idea that the people that are visiting us or who have come for hui, we understand that they'll come on good terms and agree to the terms that if it was our marae, then you agree to the tikanga and guidelines of that marae. And when you come to the pōwhiri process, it is an unknown word that you accept those guidelines when coming into the marae of that host. Therefore, moving into whakawhanaungatanga, it is an official process where we get to exchange mihi, where we get to exchange kōrero around our environment, where we get to exchange kōrero around history, around knowledge of who we are as a people. But in my daily mahi, I get to exercise this value and teach this value to not just my own team, but to people that come into my service. and teach them about tikanga Māori. And we always do whakawhanaungatanga, so just as I have introduced myself, we always try and connect through whakawhanaungatanga, because not only is it a process for us to learn as an identity, as a character of who we are, it's a practice. It's a practice that should be done when you leave the process. You still have to continue to learn to do that outside of when I'm teaching it, because it's a practice that should be well known for those that are in Māori spaces. So whakawhanaungatanga to me is what I have just done, starting from how I understand it to be. When Rangi and Papa were separated, the tears of Rangi fall to the mountain. So our first descriptor is to recognise your mountain. Those tears fall to a moana or awa, and therefore we recognise the mountain, then the awa or the moana, and then on the moana goes the waka. So you would have come on, or your ancestor would have come on or affiliates to waka, so we describe that waka or wakas, ngā waka. Then the waka goes to a marae. We start with marae, then we go to a iwi, break it down to a hapu, from the hapu to either rangatira or whānau, and then introduce yourself. The part after whakawhanaungatanga, doing your own pepeha, is when everybody has introduced themselves. Then the idea is to continue to use your whakawhanaungatanga from your pepeha, and maybe in the break or at a cup of tea that you can go to that person, go to somebody in your group that you've just introduced yourself to, and affiliate yourself to those people. Make yourself known to those people that either had the same waka or same maunga or same marae, but because it's most likely that you are related to that person. So that's how I engage in whakawhanaungatanga, and why it is so important, because in this day and age I think we're so busy and we have so many devices that we forget sometimes the basic skills of being able to just kōrero kānohi ki te kānohi. So using whakawhanaungatanga is really important these days, because I think sometimes people just don't get out of their own house. But it's such a, I guess, such a sacred tool that it's almost forgotten now, that we become keyboard warriors and we do more complaining than what we do associating with people and making real kōrero. So therein lies my why I use whakawhanaungatanga, because it actually helps you to create relationships and ensures that your mana is upheld by being upright and forthright and forthcoming and introducing yourself, and I guess not being rude. But it enables people to share openly and feel supported in a framework system that becomes familiar within a culture. It becomes a culture, it becomes normalised. So in workplaces and services, it helps remove barriers between providers and tangata whai ora, which is my service. So whakawhanaungatanga can take form in different ways. We can often use waiata to tautoko our whakawhanaungatanga, but often not, just a hariru, and officiating in a pōwhiri process. We often close with not just a karakia, but a cup of tea and a kai, because after that whakawhanaungatanga process, we often feel happy that we've, one, done our pepeha, and two, got to the close of that officiation, and now we can have a big kai and relax a little. So Whakawhanaungatanga is a really important piece of the puzzle these days, because we don't do enough of it, and it's really about connecting to the heart and soul of a person. So that is my value. That is I like to work on every day and teach in my work every day. So it does take practice. It's not automatic. Sometimes you forget little things, and so therefore it takes practice and application. Anything else that I would add is whakawhanaungatanga acts as a way of manaakitanga as well. If we didn't have whanaungatanga, I guess you could just sit there and be prudently a little bit rude. Yeah, so whakawhanaungatanga recognises connections and whānau Māori. Māori people and Māori culture are all about connections. We're about people and whānau and hapu and iwi. So whakawhanaungatanga is underpinning value that I think is very, very valuable in this world of change, in this world of diverse identity, and I feel that it's really, really important to help those that are struggling to find identity and connecting to other people. It is always really important to feel connected and feel grounded, so that you can live to your full potential and be the best version of yourselves. Nō reira, tēnā tuku kōrero mō tēnei wā. I hope that I have answered all the bits and pieces. Kua matu, tēnā koe te katoa.